Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the quiz, my fellow quizzers. How you all doing? Hope you're getting through this as well as everybody, and everybody that's already in the chat. Thanks very much for popping in and saying hi. Let us know where you are in the country. I think I've got my god kids and family in Hook, so hello to the fishes. If you're watching in Hook, to Bertie, Spencer, and Jasper, and Kate and Kelly, and maybe even Cherie and Graham. Hope you're all doing okay. Got a good quiz for you this Sunday. Again, 5 rounds. If you don't know how to play, it's very simple. All you need is a pen and paper. Write down your answers. Obviously, you could Google everything. That kind of defeat the object of it. If you could not put the answers in the chat, I know it seems like I'm asking questions for you to answer them, but that's to write it down. It sort of spoils it for everybody. If you're watching this on Facebook on a tablet and you're getting all the chat and you can't disable it, if you just swipe right, that will disable the chat. And if you're also watching this on YouTube on a computer, if you maximize the window, it will disable the chat. Also, if you press the gear icon. So I hope that helps out for you. So we've got Sarah Smith from Warrington, hello. Paul from Molineux, Sonia Gray from the Midlands, Richard Nat Barrett, hello again. My favourite people from Bromsgrove, how are you guys? I'll try and keep up with it. Laura from Yorkshire, David Wellen in Widnes. Let's have a look. Peter Brooks, Peter and Frankie, hi guys. Got Susie Bradley from Westgate, that's brilliant. Paul Batty from Bolton. Barry Island Massive with Kim and James. So I'm trying to keep up with this as much as I can. Workshop in Nottingham, that's Justine Noz, I think that's how you pronounce it. And Annette McFadden, hi from Warrington. Lesia Dawson, hi from Shropshire. Hello to my brother as well, who's watching Barnes. I'm not sure if Charlotte's watching it as well. Paul Panmount from Somerset, hello. Bev Page Swan from Surrey. Christine Husson, me versus the hubby tonight. I hope it doesn't cause any any arguments. I shouldn't do. Stella McMaris, hello from Essex. That's amazing. It's brilliant. It's great to see so many of you in the chat. Alice, lovely addition of music with Alice and Richie in Cuddington, Cheshire. Hi guys, hope you are well. Well, I had I've been obviously troweling through Netflix at the moment, and Ricky Gervais's new show's out. What was it called? I can't remember. It's escaped me right now. But Afterlife 2. But don't watch it if you're feeling a bit sad, because one moment it will be making you laugh, and the next moment you'll probably want to cry. So, but it is fantastic. And something else I found that I'm not usually a fan of dubbed films or TV shows whatsoever, but Money Heist, really really good. It's over 4 parts, Spanish. Production, but it's absolutely fantastic. If you've got any other recommendations, pop it into the chat, and we'll try and get that up. So Derry's here from Nottingham. Hi Marie, Jackie and Janice from Tilsley, Donna from Haverhill. I know that Haverhill used to be work not too far from there. Hello from Yorkshire, West Yorkshire, Leicestershire, all in one team. That's brilliant. Steve and Nick from Western Supermare say hello. Hi guys. From the Foys in Stockton, Manchester. So you've got people from all over. Anybody from abroad? Overseas. Stuart Martin, Chesley Hay, Christy Holdham, hi guys. Trying to keep up as much as I possibly can. Okay, format, I'm sure as you know, it's 5 rounds, 10 questions per round. What we'll do is we'll do rounds 1 to 3. That was it, Afterlife, yeah. We'll do rounds 1 to 3, then we'll go through the answers. I'll give you a quick break, maybe 5 minutes, just go and recharge your glasses, visit the facilities, whatever you need to do, and then we'll move on to round 4 and round 5. So round 1 this week is general knowledge, 2 is film and TV, 3 is music, that's always a popular one. Round 4 is food and drink, and rounds 5 science and tech. Don't worry, it's not too tricky in terms of science and tech. So I'll just give it 1 more minute, and then we'll head into the quiz. How are you all doing? I hope you're getting through this. It looks like we've slightly broken the back of it. I know I keep saying it every week, but it looks like there's some pressure for this to lift a little bit, isn't it? But Manifest, Jen Atkinson says Manifest on Now TV. I've got Sky, but not Now TV. So yeah, we will see. But have you seen Afterlife? Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I binge watched that like I have been with everything at the moment. So yeah, it was really really good, but not one if you're probably feeling a little bit teary. But yeah, Ricky Gervais, what a genius. I mean, he make you laugh to your side split and The Office and extras, and then he can go and put something out like that. But yeah, and if you saw him at the Academy Awards doing his if you saw him doing his presentation, wow, what a guy. He doesn't care. But I think he's got enough money to say, I don't care. Julie Verning says, Oi Kathmandu. Brilliant. Great. Right, let's get into it. So round one is general knowledge, 10 questions. As always, just let me know how the difficulty level is, or not too bad. But Rob Hirschfield says, stressful, but enjoying the online quizzes. Good. Yeah, me too. There's plenty to be done, isn't it? So we go. We got shout out to Lottie. He's a huge fan of this quiz. 8-year-old, but always has a go at the questions. Brilliant. Hi Lottie, how you doing? Hope you are good. Brilliant. Yeah. This guy's Sue Jenkins says both series are manifesto on Sky. Great. I have only got the very basic package because all I watch now is Netflix and Amazon Prime. Great. Right. So let's get into the quiz. Round one then, which is general knowledge. Brilliant. So let me just bring up this. It's all set to go. Right. So question number one. Where is the company Lego based? I'm sure you're all frantically, probably not playing Lego at the moment, but but it's apparently one of the most recession-proof businesses in the world. And Minecraft was actually based on Lego, but whereabouts is the company based? Question number two, which metal has the chemical symbol Pb? Which metal has the chemical symbol Pb? Question number three, in which English county is Blenheim Palace? Don't know if you've ever been there, it's beautiful. When I was doing my training, it was just over from where I was training. But question three, in which English county is Blenheim Palace? Question number four, which word can come after dream, steam and life to form other words? Question number four, which word can come after dream, steam and life to form other words? Question number five, in which US state is McCarran International Airport? If you've been there, you'll know. Pretty popular place. In which US state is McCarran International Airport? Question number six, where on the body would you wear an epaulette or epaulettes? Question number six, where on the body would you wear an epaulette? Question number 7. Which was the first flavour crisp to be introduced commercially in the UK other than salted, already salted? Now, obviously, if you don't know, have a guess at that one. Question 7. Which was the first flavoured crisp to be introduced commercially in the UK other than ready salted? Question 8. What is the highest possible hand in a game of poker? So that could be Texas Hold'em or normal poker. I've been playing a fair bit of online poker at the moment. Not for money, just for fun. I haven't got one of these, strangely enough. The statistics are pretty low. But what's the highest possible hand in a game of poker? Question number 9. What's the highest number used in a Sudoku puzzle? These are all the rage, weren't they? About 5 years ago. Seemed everybody was doing them, myself included, past the time. But what is the highest number used in a Sudoku puzzle? I'm sure there's been people doing this to pass the time as well. Question number 10. At which stadium was the famous 1966 Football World Cup final match played? Question number 10. At which stadium was the famous 1966 Football World Cup played? Okay, that's the end of round 1. We'll just go through the questions again in case you need them, didn't get one. So question 1, where's the company Lego based? Question 2, which metal has the chemical symbol of Pb? Question 3, in which English county is Blenheim Palace? Question 4, which word can come after dream, steam and life to form other words? Question 5, in which US state is McCarran International Airport? Question 6, where on the body would you wear an epaulet? Question number 7, which was the first flavoured crisp to be commercially introduced into the UK other than ready salted? What's the highest possible hand in a game of poker? Question number 9, what's the highest number used in a Sudoku puzzle? And question number 10, what was the famous 1966 World Cup final match played? Great, hope that you did okay in that round. Let me know once we get around the end of number 3. We'll put your answers or put your results up in the on the screen as much as I can. So we'll move on to round number 2, which is film and TV, without much further ado. Great. So question number 1, what was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? Brilliant film. I saw this in the cinema when it came out. What was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? Question number 2, which film actor has commonly been nicknamed the Muscles from Brussels? Question 2, which film actor has commonly been nicknamed the Muscles from Brussels? Question number 3, in which James Bond film did Daniel Craig first play the starring role? think he said that's his last ever Bond film that he's done now, isn't it? He keeps saying it though. In which James Bond film did Daniel Craig play the starring role? I think it was the best one he's done, if I'm honest. Question number 4. What was the name of the Labrador Retriever which featured in the Australian soap Neighbours between 1987 and 1993? Very famous dog. Question 4. What was the name of the Labrador Retriever which featured in the Australian soap Neighbours between 1987 and 1993? Neighbours obviously produced quite a few famous actors and actresses. Guy Pearce, Kylie, of course, and Jim, I don't know his actual name, but he's gone on to do pretty well in Hollywood. Question 5. In which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? I never got into Frasier. Question 5. In which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? Question 6. What was the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible films? Question 6. What is the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible films? They're also brilliant. One of my favourites. So I'm going to have to read this out. It's pulled over a bit. Which American actor starred in Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Question 7. Which American actor starred in Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days in 2003? Question number 8. What was the name of the 2016 film sequel to Finding Nemo? I'm sure there's quite a few kids watching now that have seen that film. Brilliant. Pixar's amazing, isn't it? Question number 9. Which 1987 film inspired the term bunny boiler? Still in use today, isn't it? Which 1987 film inspired the term bunny boiler? Question number 9. And finally, question number 10. What was the name of the boy whose toys came alive in the Toy Story films? Again, if there's any kids watching, they'll be shouting that out now. Question 10. What was the name of the boy whose toys came alive in the Toy Story films? Good, so that's the end of round 2. I'll just recap the questions for you. Question number 1, what was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? Question 2, which film actor has commonly been nicknamed the Muscles from Brussels? Question number 3, in which James Bond film did Daniel Craig first play the starring role? Question number 4, what was the name of the Labrador Retriever who featured in the Australian soap Neighbours between 1987 and 1993? Question 5, in which US city was the sitcom Frasier set? Question number 6, what is the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible films? Question number 7, which American actor starred in Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? Question number 8, what was the name of the 2016 film sequel to Finding Nemo? Question number 9, which 1987 film inspired the term bunny boiler? And question number 10, what was the name of the boy whose toys came alive in the Toy Story films? Great, I hope that was okay for you. Move without much delay on to round number 3, which is music. Seems to be everybody's favourite. Good, so round 3 music then coming up. Which was the first single by Queen to reach #1 in the UK charts? Again, if you don't know the actual answer, you could probably take an educated guess. Which was the first single by Queen to reach #1 in the UK charts? Question number 2, check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. These are lyrics from which 1970s rock song? Absolute classic. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. These are the lyrics from which 1970s rock song? Question number 3, who had a #1 hit in the UK in April 2017 with his debut solo single, Sign of the Times? Question number 3, who had a #1 hit in the UK in April 2017 with his debut solo single, Sign of the Times? Question number 4, what is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? It's pretty famous herself, but what was the name of Miley Cyrus's father? Question number 5. Which American singer stars as Ally in the 2018 film A Star is Born? If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Really, really good film. Question number 5. Which American singer stars as Ally in the 2018 film A Star is Born? I think you have to pay for it on Amazon Prime, but it is worth it. I think it was only about 99p. It was about £8, but it came down. Question number 6. The Righteous Brothers were brothers in real life. Is that true or false? So 50-50 there for you. The Righteous Brothers were brothers in real life. Is that true or false? Question number 6. Question number 7. Name the widow of the Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain. Sadly came to an untimely death, 27. Name the widow of Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain. Question number 8. Which female singer's name is an anagram of Presbyterians? So if you don't know it or don't know it straight away, write it down, see if you can work it out whilst we're doing the answers for the other rounds. But which female singer's name is an anagram of Presbyterians? Question number 9. Which band released albums entitled Morrison Hotel, Waiting for the Sun and LA Woman? Question number 9. Which band released albums entitled Morrison Hotel, Waiting for the Sun and LA Woman? And question number 10, what is the first word in Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive? Classic song. Question number 10 for the end of round 3, what is the first word of Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive? Good, that's the end of the music round. I'll just recap the answers for you. So question 1, what was the first single by Queen to reach #1 in the UK charts? Question 2, check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. These are the lyrics from which 1970s rock song? Question 3, who had #1 hits in the UK, who had a #1 hit in the UK in April 2017 with his debut solo single, Sign of the Times? Question 4, what is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? I've got the apostrophe wrong there, I think. Sorry. Which American singer stars as Ali in the 2018 film A Star is Born? Question number 6. The Righteous Brothers were brothers in real life. Is that true or false? Question number 7. Name the widow of Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain. Question number 8. Which female singer's name is an anagram of Presbyterians? Again, write that down if you can't work it out, and you might have got it by the time we get around to answering. Question number 9. Which band which band released albums entitled Morrison Hotel, Waiting for the Sun and LA Woman? And question number 10, what is the first word in Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive? Brilliant. Hope that wasn't too tricky, or it was just the right level of difficulty for you. So we'll go back and we'll answer the questions from the rounds, and then we'll have a very short break and carry on. So I'll give you the answers to round 1, general knowledge now. So obviously if we were in a pub, it would be about 5-minute shuffle and exchange, etc. But we're not. They're all shut. Good. So where is the company Lego based? It's Denmark. So obviously it spawned Minecraft and etc. etc. It seems to be going from strength to strength, doesn't it? But yeah, they're actually based in Denmark. Question number 2, which metal has the chemical symbol Pb? That is lead. Question number 3, in which English county is Blenheim Palace? That is Oxfordshire. I think near Woodstock, I think that's where Richard Branson lives, etc. He's not too far away from there. Question number 4, in which word can come after dream, steam and life to form other words? That's boat, so you'd be a dreamboat. I'm sure there's a few of you out there have been called dreamboats. Question number 5, in which US state is McCarran International Airport? Like I say, if you've been there, you'll know this. It's Nevada, and that serves Las Vegas. Been there a couple of times, don't think I'll ever go back, but yeah, if you've been there, you'll know that one. Question number 6, where in the body would you wear an epaulette? It's on your shoulder, so people in the military and pilots, etc., who wear epaulettes on the shoulder. Question number 7, which was the first flavoured crisp to be introduced commercially in the UK other than ready salted? So again, if you didn't know this, you just have a bit of a stab at it. It's Cheese and Onion by Golden Wonder in 1962. Question number 8, what is the highest possible hand in a game of poker? That's Royal Flush, which is 10 Jack, Queen, King and Ace suited. Question number 9, what is the highest number used in a Sudoku puzzle? It's number 9. And question number 10, in which stadium was the famous 1966 Football World Cup match played? That was Wembley Stadium, where England won famously. They think it's all over. Good, hope that wasn't too bad. I'll just move on to round 2 and then we'll top them all up and you can pop it up in the chat. We'll see how we fared. Great, so round number 2. What was the name of the character played by John Travolta in the film Pulp Fiction? It was Vincent Vega. Question number 2, which film actor has commonly been nicknamed the Muscles from Brussels? That's Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's been in the Coors adverts, etc. now. Not looking as good as he was back then, but yeah, still looking not too bad. Question 3, in which James Bond film did Daniel Craig first play the starring role? It was Casino Royale in 2006. Probably the best of the films that he's done, I think. It was brilliant. Question number 4, what was the name of the Labrador Retriever who featured in the Australian soap Neighbours between 1987 and 1993? It was Bouncer. Question number 5, in which US city is the sitcom Frasier set? Seattle. Question 6, what is the name of the character played by Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible films? Ethan Hunt. Question 7, which American actor starred in Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? It was Matthew McConaughey. He was also in Wolf of Wall Street, etc. But yeah, Dallas Buyers Club, that was a really good film. Really, really good film. And Interstellar, in fact. Question 8, what was the name of the 2016 film sequel to Finding Nemo? It was Finding Dory. I'm sure you've all seen that one if you've got young kids. Question number 9, which 1987 film inspired the term bunny boiler? It was Fatal Attraction, Glenn Close. And question number 10, what was the name of the boy whose toys came to alive in the Toy Story films? It was Andy. And Buzz Lightyear, in fact, was named after Buzz Aldrin, believe it or not. Good, right, so I hope that wasn't too bad. We'll move on to music and then have a very short break. So, question number 1, which of the first single by Queen to reach number 1 in the UK charts? That was Bohemian Rhapsody. Again, if you haven't seen the film, that's on Amazon Prime as well, I think. Yeah. I think it's another pay one, but it's well worth it. Really, really good. Love Queen. Grew up with Queen. Question number 2. Check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords. These are lyrics from which 1970s rock song? It's Sultans of Swing by the Dire Straits. I'm sure most people will probably have got that. Who had a number 1 hit in the UK in April 2017 with his debut solo single of Sign of the Times. It was Harry Styles. Also turns out he's quite a good actor as well, doesn't he? He was in Dunkirk. So obviously got a really good agent. But yeah. Question number 4, what is the name of Miley Cyrus's father? It's Billy Ray Cyrus. Question number 5, which American singer stars as Ali in the 2018 film A Star is Born? That was Lady Gaga. Again, turns out she can act. Really, really good film. Highly recommend that if you haven't seen it already. Question number 6, the Righteous Brothers were brothers in real life. True or false? It's false. They were Bobby Hatfield and Bill Medley. Weren't actually brothers. Question 7, name the widow of the lead singer, the widow of Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain. That was Courtney Love. Very sad what happened to him. And question number 8, which female singer's name is an anagram of Presbyterians? Did you get that one? Britney Spears. I'm sure a few of you are having a few Britneys as we speak. Courtney rhyming slang for a beer. Question number 9, which band released albums set Morrison Hotel, Waiting for the Sun and LA Woman? Well, if you didn't know it, you'd probably work it out. Jim Morrison, so it was the Doors. Brilliant band. And question number 10, what was the first word in Gloria Gaynor's I Will Survive? It was at. At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Most people will probably have got that. Brilliant, I'll let you top that all up. Pop it up into the chat. Let me know how you got got on. Yeah, let us know what your final scores were there, and then in a couple of minutes we'll move on to there. But yeah, highly recommend the films that have popped in there, because when I was going through looking for sort of questions, I was trying to look at things or films that would be worth recommending, because obviously there's loads going on, loads extra at the moment. So Sacha Berry, look what we got 23, is that total? That's pretty good. That's really good. Well done. Obviously got it just about right. And we've got Sue Jenkins 9. Is that 9 total or 9 on the round? Good. So yeah, pop it up in the chat if you want to try and get it up on the screen. And what we'll do, like I say, we'll have a quick break for about 5 minutes now, and just while you can go recharge your glasses. So Annette Gibbons got 24. Zoe Mouse on YouTube 24 out of 30. Justine Noss got 14 out of 30. They said they got Evan Hunt instead of Ethan. Yeah, that'll do. Well, it's up to you. It's entirely up to you what you want to mark yourself for. Sarah Bayliss got 29 out of 30. Always do really well. Julie Vernon 28 out of 30. Yeah, that's very good. Paul McConnell got 25 out of 30. Doing much better this time, Paul. I know the first one I did, I made far too hard. Joe Ward 21. So I think we've already got that up. Donna Gash got 13. Rich and Nat Barrett 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. So 26 overall. That's brilliant. Bit harder this time for Catherine. Yeah, 18 out of 30. Mark Tubbs got 20. What did they say? Rounds. Karen Marie got 26 out of 30. Nicole Wayman 20 out of 30. 21. So yeah, I think we've probably got the difficulty roundabout right, haven't we? Just pop in what I can. So we're coming through on 2 channels here, so YouTube and Facebook. I'm trying to get that on the screen as quickly as I can, because as soon as it refreshes, I lose everybody. Justine said she struggled on round 1. Hello from Phil and Debbie in Salford. Hi guys. Jeanette says 11. Shame on me. Nah, it's not at all. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it, for all of us? Neil Cusson said 24 would have been 25, but mother-in-law talks out the right answer. And mother-in-laws are good at that, aren't they? Frank Halliday, 27 out of 30. That's brilliant. Christine Shepherd, 18. Susie Cartoon, 14. Jan's only got 15. Well, it's still pretty good. It's one of these things, isn't it? You either know it or you don't. Angela Lake got high from Tetney. I don't know where Tetney is, but hello. Dave Smith says he's having a shocker at 19 out of 30. Oh, wow. I think sometimes you either get it or you don't, isn't it? Julie got 14. Rachel Simpson says, hello, Stella. How do you do? How did you do, Stella? Let us all know. Good. So I think probably got that roundabout right, but excuse me, all this talking means we get a dry mouth. Yeah, I think we've got it just about good, so that is relatively competitive for all of you. So also as well, big thanks to my brother. All this stuff's his. If you are in the business of looking to live streams from his studio in Barnes in London, or if you want to live stream an external event, we've got all the kit for that. So just fire him over an email. It's info@CE8 Limited if you want anything live streamed in the future. So Lindsay Marie got 20 out of 30. That's pretty good. 16. Leslie Dawson's got 20. Yeah, I think everyone did pretty good there. So yeah, good. Right, without much further ado, so I'll just let you come back from whatever it is you're doing, and we'll start up again in about the next 2 to 3 minutes. So Richard Nat Barrett said, great questions as always. Thanks guys. Really appreciate your support. Being there every week, even though I completely messed up the first one, made it far too hard. So if you go back and watch that, you'll go, oh, that's way too hard. So Danny, Steve and Lewis O'Shea, I hope I said that right, 16 out of 30. Amy says she's only got the music ones. Yeah, everyone seems to love music. Music's not my strong point at all. Every time there's a pub quiz, if it's sport or music, I'm like, I'm not going to get any of these. So yeah. Brilliant. So Jeanette Knight, thank you. It's fun. It's okay. We've still got 2 more rounds to go. Don't leave us just yet, unless you have to. Good. Right. Let's move on to round number 4 then. So round number 4 is food and drink. A lot of us splurging on food and drink at the moment, aren't we? Hopefully not too much. Good. So question number 1 then. What herb is in pesto sauce? Question number 4. Which herb is in pesto sauce? Question number 2, how many bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? I'm sure there'll be quite a few people cracking a Magnum when all this is over. But how many bottles of champagne are there in a Magnum? Question number 3, in Indian cuisine, what is ghee? Question number 3, in Indian cuisine, what is ghee? Question number 4, what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? Not a huge fan of moussaka myself, but I will eat it. Question number 4, what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? Question number 5. What is the name of the Middle Eastern dip or spread usually made with chickpeas, sesame paste, garlic, lemon juice, and salt? One of my favourites, this. Question 5. What is the name of the Middle Eastern dip or spread usually made with chickpeas, sesame paste, garlic, lemon juice, and salt? Question number 6, which hot trademark or brand name is closely associated with the McHill-Henny Company? I love this stuff. Which hot trademark or brand name is closely associated with the McHill-Henny Company? If you like that stuff, I'm sure you know what it is. Question 7. Which cocktail named after a city was invented by the Raffles Hotel barkeeper Nyam Tom Boon in 1915? Question 7. Which cocktail named after a city was invented by the Raffles Hotel barkeeper Nyam Tom Boon? I hope I've probably done that a massive disservice, but in 1915. I'm sure a few of you have had a couple of these. Probably not tonight. It's not really a Sunday night drink, is it? Question number 8. Which foodstuff not rationed during World War II was rationed afterwards, strangely? Question number 8. Which foodstuff not rationed during World War II was rationed afterwards? Again, if you don't know that one, you could probably take a bit of a guess. Question number 9. What was the chief food for half the people in the world? Or chief or main food? Question number 9. What is the chief or main food for half the people in the world? All this talk of food's making me hungry. Question number 10. How many calories are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? Is it 408, 508, 608 or 708? Obviously nobody's been able to get a Big Mac for a while, but were you able to get one? Well, how many calories are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? 400, 500, 600 or 708? I think just like the barbers, as soon as McDonald's open, there's going to be a queue around the corner, isn't there? I reckon 400, 500, 600 or 708. Good, so that's the end of the food and drink round. I'll just go through the questions again for you. Question 1, which herb is in pesto sauce? How many bottles of champagne are there in a magnum? Question number 3, in Indian cuisine, what is ghee? Question number 4, what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? Question 5, what is the name of the Middle Eastern dip or spread usually made with chickpeas, sesame paste, garlic, lemon juice and salt? Which hot trademark or brand name is closely associated with the McIlhenny Company? Question 7, which cocktail named after a city was invented by the Raffles Hotel barkeeper, Nguyen Tong Boon in 1915? I should have just said the barkeeper because everyone would know that. Question 8, which foodstuff is not rationed during World War II but was rationed afterwards? Question 9, what is the chief food for half the people in the world? And question number 10, how many calories are there in a McDonald's Big Mac? 4, 5, 6 or 708? Cool, hope that was not too bad for you. I'll let you just finalise your answers and then we'll move on to the final round, which is science and technology. Again, it's not, as soon as you see that you might think it's going to be a science lesson, but it really isn't. Good, we'll move on because time is pressing on and I realise you've probably got other things to watch on TV. So question number 1, what is the Macintosh computer named after? Question number 1, what is the Macintosh computer named after? Question number 2, graphite is composed of which element? Question 2, graphite is composed of which element? Question 3, solid carbon dioxide is known by what name? Question 3, solid carbon dioxide is known by what name? This will get you thinking. Which is the only muscle in your body that is only attached at one end? Everything else is attached at both ends, but which is the only muscle in your body that is only attached at one end? Question number 5. What is a camel's hump made of? Is it water, fat, or muscle? Question number 5. What is a camel's hump made of? Is it water, fat, or muscle? So you've got 1 and 3 if you don't know. Question number 6. Where in a household would you find a magnetron? Question number 6. Where in a household would you find a magnetron? Again, you probably have a guess at that if you don't know. Question number 7. Which part of the body does an orthopedic surgeon treat? Question number 7. Which part of the body does an orthopedic surgeon treat? Question number 8. How many carats are there in pure gold? Not the stuff you buy off the shopping channel, that's for sure. How many carats are there in pure gold? Question number 9. What was the name of the first cloned mammal? Very famous. This, I remember seeing this on the TV. It's been done since. But what was the name of the first cloned mammal? I'm sure we're not far away from doing it with humans. And finally for tonight, what is the SETI program? You might have heard of this, or may not. It doesn't have to be the actual name if you don't know, but what is the SETI program? Good, that brings a conclusion to that one. I'll just go through the questions again for you and then we'll do the answers to both those rounds. So question 1, what is the Macintosh computer named after? Question 2, graphite is composed of which element? Question 3, solid carbon dioxide is known by what name? Question 4, which is the only muscle in your body that is only attached at one end? You have to think about that. What is a camel's hump made of? Water, fat or muscle? Question 6, where in a household would you find a magnetron? Question 7, which part of the body does an orthopedic surgeon treat? Question 8, how many carats in pure gold? Question 9, what is the name of the first cloned mammal? And question number 10, what is the SETI program? Brilliant. Right, so I'll just let you finalise your answers there, and then we'll go back to round number 4, which is food and drink, and give you the answers. So answers coming up now for round number 4. So which herb is used in pesto sauce? It was hard to get pasta for a while, wasn't it? So this would have been a bit pointless. They can use it in other things like buffalo mozzarella. It's really nice there, but it's basil or basil if you're American. Question number 2: how many bottles are there in a bottles of champagne are there in a magnum? It's 2. In Indian cuisine, what is ghee? It's clarified butter. Really, really not very good for you, but it's what gives Indian food its, apart from all the spices as well, but what gives it its taste. But yeah, it's really, really bad for you. Question 4: what is the main vegetable ingredient of moussaka? It's aubergine, or if you're in America, eggplant. Question 5, what is the name of the Middle Eastern dip or spread? I'm sure most of you got this. Usually made with chickpeas, sesame paste, garlic, lemon juice and salt. Hummus. Everybody's favourite dip. Question 6, which hot trademark brand name is closely associated with the McElhenney company? It's Tabasco sauce. I love that stuff. For me, pretty much most food is just hot sauce delivery. Way of getting hot sauce in. Question 7, which cocktail named after a city was invented by the Raffles Hotel barkeeper in 1915? It was the Singapore Sling. Not sure if you've been there or had one of them. Question number 8, which foodstuff was not rationed during World War II but was rationed afterwards? It was bread, believe it or not. Question number 9, which is the chief food for half the people in the world? Is rice. And finally, question number 10, how many calories are there in a Big Mac? Is it 4, 5, 6 or 7? It is 508. So not as bad as everyone thinks, but you know, have 2 of them and you've had half your food for the day. But good. I hope you got on okay with that. We'll go and do the questions for round number 5, which will conclude tonight. What is a Macintosh computer named after? It's a variety apple of apples spelt Macintosh. And obviously they changed their name, or the company changed it to Apple, but yeah, it's a variety of apple. Graphite is composed of which element? It's carbon. Question number 3, solid carbon dioxide is known by what? That's dry ice. Used a lot in cooking and medicine. But yeah, it's theatre at the table and stuff, isn't it? Question number 4, what is the only muscle in your body that is only attached at one end? Did you get that? If you didn't know it, it is your tongue. Question number 5, what is a camel's hump made of? Is it water, fat or muscle? It's fat, believe it or not. A lot of people think it's water, it's not. It's actually fat, which means you can retain water as well. Question 6, where in a household would you find a magnetron? Did you get that one? It's a microwave oven. That was discovered when they were researching radar. Someone put their hand over the front of it and it got hot. I don't recommend it. But yeah, that's how they discovered the microwave oven. It was an accident, in fact. Question 7, which part of the body does an orthopedic surgeon treat? It's musculoskeletal or bones. So if you break a bone and it needs pinning or surgery on it, you'll go and see an orthopedic surgeon. Question number 8, how many carats are there in pure gold? Did you get that? You will see it's like 4 or 5 carats. 24 carats is pure gold. So gold bars, gold bullion, etc. That is all 24 carat gold. Question number 9, what is the name of the first cloned mammal? You probably remember this one, Dolly the sheep in 1997. Actually lived longer than they were expecting as well. And question number 10, what is the SETI program? Well, there's a little bit of clue in the middle there. It's the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. They haven't found anything yet. You can actually give some of your computer processing power over to them because they've got so much data they can't process it. But yeah, that was the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Brilliant. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Pop up your answers or what you got in the chat and I'll try and get it up. Someone says, can we clone a new Donald Trump? Yeah, I know. Do you watch his Twitter feed? It's just unbelievable. I can't believe like the stuff that he tweets out. It's incredible. Yeah, Julie Foden says, can we keep this going after lockdown? Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think I'm going to be going back to work anytime soon, sadly. So I'll definitely still be doing this. We've got Joe Walcott's 27 out of 40. Paul Batty got 33 out of 50. It's Brilliant. Yeah, it's going to be a while before I'm back to it, so certainly keep it going on the Sunday, but I might have to ditch the or not be able to do the Wednesday quiz. It just depends. So Paul McConnell got 42 out of 50. That's brilliant. I got it right for you guys then. What else we got? Sasha Berry, 40 of 50. Thank you for doing the quiz. It's my pleasure. In fact, it helps me as much as it helps you, believe it or not. What we got? Annette Fadden got 33 out of 50. Not bad. No, that's really good. Last 2 rounds were tough, a little bit, I guess. Camry 22. Judy says she needs a team. Anyone want to go and join Judy's team? 40 out of 50 for Janice Royal. That's excellent. Tony got 28 first time. Christine Shepherd 32. Keith Greenwood 33. Hi guys. Sue Jenkins 42 out of 50. That's really good. Looks obviously a keen quizzer. We've got Debbie Towler. Really enjoyed tonight again. See you next week. Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. So we'll be live streaming on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8. Debbie Towler says thank you. It's my pleasure. Sarah Bayliss 46 out of 50. Brilliant. It's really, really good. What we got here? Stephen Fair has got 29 out of 50. Marie Derry's 31 out of 50. So need to work on our knowledge. I'll tell you what, like the amount of research, or questions that I'm reading at the moment, honestly, my general knowledge has gone through the roof. I did our family quiz and I suddenly found my general knowledge has gone through the roof. Good. Lindsay Marie says, enjoyed it. Much harder this week though. Apologies. I hope it wasn't too bad. I think it seemed to have got it okay. Christine Hussett, me versus that hubby, 27 to 26. That's brilliant. That was a close one. Hope it hasn't caused any arguments. Donna Gash, 20 out of 50. Last 2 rounds did better. Thanks, loved it. It's my pleasure. No problems at all. Great. Right. Well, I'll let you get on with the rest of your evening. I hope you're all staying safe and well. It's been a pleasure to help out in the little way that I can, as always. We'll be live streaming on Wednesdays at 8 PM and Sundays, as always. As I said, if you are looking to have anything live streamed in the future, here's details from my brother. It's all his kit, like all this stuff. So info at CE8 Limited if you do want to do that. So Alice Williams says thanks, great quiz, my pleasure. 46 for Bev Brankies in Stanwell Mall. Excellent. Right, I'm going to go and get something to eat, and I'm going to go and watch some more stuff on Netflix. In the meantime, you guys have been amazing. Thanks so much for all your support and popping by every week. I'll see you on Wednesday at 8 PM. But in the meantime, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.